Good day, creative people! It's Sherry with Dragon Wagon Studio. Thank you for joining me on my channel today. I will be testing out some acrylic mediums. So I got Josana Clear Glaze Medium. This is a light surface sealer. Adhere Clear Painting Medium, and this is a mid viscosity. Liquitex Iridescent Medium. This one has mica powder in it. Liquitex Gloss Gel Medium. And this was a pack, so Liquitex again, Iridescent Medium. It's not quite the same as the other one. And then some gesso. So the reason why I have all these is because I am going to be mixing them with alcohol inks and mica powders to see if there's a more effective way in painting our molds. I got some little dragons here and they have some details in there. So I'm going to paint those little details. I didn't wash it very good and it's still a little wet. That's okay. And see which one of these works out better, which one sticks to the silicone better. I did another video with painting with mica powder where I just used water and that works okay. But I want to test out actual paint mediums and see if they're more effective and if they will integrate well with resin. So I'm going to start with Josana, and we're just going to start painting some dragons. And let's color this guy with some bronze. So I'll mix up some bronze here. There we go. The mix is very, very well. It's nice and creamy. That's what we're looking for. So I'm just going to go and paint these little details. It's kind of pooling up like it usually does. We'll see what it looks like when it dries. I'll be the real decider. It's going on there quite nicely. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not resisting the silicone as much as I would think that it would. You don't want to use oil mediums with this, so don't try that. All right, that's that guy. Up next, Adler. Actually, I already had some mixed up here, so we're just going to keep going on with that. We'll go with purple. I like to keep my mica powders in little jars. It's a lot easier than dealing with the bags. You can scoop out, and it's not so dusty and spraying everywhere, so use my methods, guys. Makes your life easier. All right, so this one is definitely not wanting to stick to the silicone at all. Like, at all. So this is not going to be a good one. No, we're getting a lot of resistance on this one. Yeah, that's not working that great. Not great on that one. That was a little disappointing. All right, next. Liquitex, and this one has a mica powder in it. It's also iridescent, so kind of how you get the mica powder look in the first place is by using this stuff. Oh, this is nice and thick. Nice and thick. Let's do a green. Yeah, this feels more like a nice thick acrylic. Let's see how this one works on there. This is working beautifully. Oh, Liquitex, you might be my new favorite. This is sticking very nice. Ooh-wee. I'm glad I bought the pack of all the Liquitexes. Yeah, this is painting much nicer. It's actually sticking to the silicone way better. You can see that one. Much, much nicer. Okay. So that one so far is the best out of all of them. It's actually sticking, so that's really nice. So iridescent medium is the winner so far. All right, let's see how the gloss gel holds up. She thick, she thick. All right, go blue with this guy. This one's got a little bit of a smell. Okay, that's chunky. She's a chunky monkey. All right. Hoping you guys can see this because I can't. I can't see what I'm doing. Yeah, this one stinks. This one stinks. Smell, not product-wise. She's very, very thick. Okay, so that's stuck pretty good. It's on there pretty good. It's a little thick to work with, but it's sticking nice. Just like the green guy, so I think Liquitex, whatever solvent they have in there, or binder I mean, is works well with the silicone. So iridescent medium is still my favorite. All right, next is iridescent medium by Liquitex again. Whoa, so much came out. Oh my god, so much. Oh my god, I'm not even wearing my apron. Oh my god. Ah. Whoa, all right, settle down. Let's go with orange. Wow, I wasted so much of that. That sucks. Anyway, moving on. So this is nice and creamy. It's very thin. Kind of like the Josana thin. This is painting lovely though. This is really lovely. Very lovely. It's tickling nicely. We're not even seeing many brush strokes. Yeah, that painted pretty nice. Okay, that's not too bad. I think we need to get a red or something going on in here. Let's see. Wow, I'm upset about how much I wasted. There's a bright red. Because we got gesso next. All right, gesso. And bright red. Or pink. Gesso is going to be very, very flat. I guess we're going pink because this is turning pink. And this is more for sealing your canvas, not really for painting. But it was in the pack, so we're just going to test it anyway. Maybe we'll find something amazing. Like how well it's painting on here. Other than lightening your colors. Wow, that's actually painting beautifully. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right, that painted really nice. Look at that. It's definitely going to be flat. But that sticks on there really nice and it's drying really fast. I just pulled up some. Wow, okay. All right, gesso. All right, show me what you got. Okay. Now I kind of want to test out some alcohol inks. Okay. So I got Tim Holtz, Crimson, and Dandelion. And then I got Pinata Silver. We'll test out a metallic. And then just two regular colors. So we know Liquitex works great, so we'll test that. I think we'll go with the Josana, the Adler, and then the Liquitex. So we know they work nice, but we'll try them with alcohol inks. So I'm going to test out yellow with the Josana. I have no idea how this is going to work out. I don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. It's very, very runny, like watercolor now. This is probably not a great idea. I'm just trying to gently just barely touch the raised surfaces. It's so runny with the alcohol ink. But it will dry quickly with the alcohol as it evaporates. That got a little messy. That got a little messy. Let's go with red for the Adler. Adler. I don't know how to speak it. I don't know. Oh my god, have I never opened this one? What the hell? What in the f is on here? Oh my. That is a fail lid. And we made pink again, guys. We made pink. It's a darker pink, but it's still pink. Yeah, I had a feeling this wouldn't be great. This does not like silicone. Binders in this product are no silicone. Wow, wee. Okay, well, it's very light. Very light. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Now we'll do the Liquitex. I'm going to do the iridescent medium just because I poured so much of it. So we'll do this one instead of the other. So it just came out so much. Okay. Silver dragon. He's very hard to see. But once I pour the resin, they'll pop out. Alright, so that painted quite nice. Oh, painted on there way better than it did there. Okay. Wow, it does not want to come off my brush now. Oh no. This will be a solvent task. So, metallic alcohol ink already dried in my brush. Just out of that like 1 minute of use. So I'm gonna have to get some solvent and get that out. Anyway, we will let these dry and then I'm gonna pour some resin. So I'll come back and pour some resin once these are totally dry. All right, guys, these are all dry. I got my resin mixed up. I mixed black mica powder in there just so we can see the colors better. So I'm just going to pour this resin on and then we will see how these turn out when this is dry. Okay, there we have it. We'll let those cure and then we'll see how our tests come out when these are done. Actually, we're going to hit it with a heat gun and get these bubbles out first. There we have it. Alright, amazing. We'll be back to demold these babies later. Alright, creative people. It is time to see how our painting turned out with the mica powders and the alcohol inks. So first one we got was the Josanna. And we did this guy in bronze. And that turned out looking like garbage. Not the greatest. I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, I can definitely tell all the brush strokes. It didn't stick to the silicone very well. It's very patchy. So, yeah, that's not the best. I mean, you probably could do like a rustic look maybe on a vase or a pot or something. I don't know. I'm not a fan. Anyway, moving on. Next was the adhere. And we did this guy in purple. And I wasn't happy with this in the first place, so... But it actually turned out looking kind of cool. Again, you can tell that we got lots of brush strokes. You could tell it didn't really adhere to the resin that great. It's got some neat texture design to it. Like you could get some nice little rain effects or something maybe. But yeah, not the best for what we're going for though. Next we had the Liquitex, and this is the iridescent with the mica powder. And this painted on nice, but it did not come out that nice. Very, very streaky. Very streaky. I had high hopes for that. Alright, so now we have Liquitex in the gloss gel. And that one turned out better. You can see the brush strokes, but it actually adhered to the silicone better. It stayed on there. I mean, if you did 2 coats, you probably get rid of that. So that one actually turned out pretty good. I'm going to say that one was a lot more effective and a lot better. Running out of room for my dragons. Alright, next was Liquitex Iridescent in the medium. Yeah, This turned out just like the first Liquitex, very streaky. Which again, you probably could avoid that by doing multiple coats. But yeah, that turned out just like the green one. So far the gel is kind of my favorite. Let's check out the Liquitex in the gesso. Now this one painted really, really nice. It was a matte. And it popped out really nice also. So again, you need 2 coats for this, but it stuck to the silicone really, really nice. And the colors actually popped out a lot better. So especially for a light color, especially like with this green, it's so light, it's really hard to see where you'd have to do multiple coats. Unless you're going for a translucent look. So yeah, that's pretty good one. See my messy paint strokes. I'm okay with that. Okay, now we did the alcohol inks. So the Josana with the yellow alcohol. I believe that was Tim Holtz in the Dandelion. And, interesting. So it didn't turn out as streaky as the first one did with the bronze. It actually filled in a lot better. It was very messy to put on, I remember that. But it actually came out a little bit better. So if you did 2 coats of that, it'd probably turn out quite nice. So interesting how you use different pigments, you get the different results. So that's actually not bad. I'm okay with that one. And then we did the Adler in the Tim Holtz Crimson on this guy. And probably not the best color to use because it's very hard to see. But it's okay. I probably wouldn't use this one. You definitely need another coat on there. It's very hard to tell. Like I can see some brush strokes and where it didn't stick to the silicone in here. But all these little bits, like they look nicely filled in. They're just really, really dark with the color that I picked. And this actually turned pink when we mixed the color, and now it's actually more red than it was. So interesting, really interesting. And then the last one was the Liquitex, and that was the iridescent medium, and we did silver. We did a metallic ink on this one with the pinatas. And, ooh, awful. Yeah, not a fan of that. And I remember that it really dried really fast. It didn't mix in with the paint medium at all. And it dried on my brush super fast. Like under a minute and it was caked in my brush and I had to use a solvent to get it out. So the metallic pigments did not work out great at all. Alright, which one did you guys think worked out best? And which one would you guys try? Let me know in the comments. I want to know what your thoughts are on this. Would you paint with any one of these techniques in your molds? Also, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get my content out there as a small-time creator, so really helps me out when you guys shoot those comments and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to hear from you, and thank you so much for watching this product testing video. And stay creative, guys.